You've been calling
Oh,
lately a
yeah.
lot. Where are you?
Come on, Arthur.
979-1600 is the phone number to vent your frustrations.
So what do you think the Red Sox are going to do?
I think the Red Sox will consider getting Adrian Gonzalez if they can.
You think they'll consider?
Consider.
You think they'll just consider?
Yes. I don't think it's going to be easy. I'm a realist here.
I think they're going to go after him.
And trade Ellsbury?
I think you'll see Ellsbury gone. I really do.
That's tough. That's a tough one.
It depends on what kind of season he's having.
Okay.
If he starts off slow, I still think you've got a lot of good outfielders in the system, in the farm system.
Yeah.
Okay. Ellsbury is expendable. You got Cameron. Ellsbury is expendable. The only thing that Ellsbury brings to this team, that the only other person that brought it to this team besides Ellsbury was Coco Chris, is speed.
Right.
You haven't had this kind of speed since Tommy Hopper.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you trade Ellsbury now.
I would trade Ellsbury in a heartbeat.
Okay, so you've traded Ellsbury. You get Adrian Gonzalez.
Yep.
You know, that's all kumbaya. Mm-hmm. Who plays left field?
Bring somebody up from the Pawtucket. Whoever's ready or whoever they feel's ready. You've got some guys sitting in the bench that can play left field.
Yeah, but if they get Adrian Gonzalez, where are they going to put him?
First base.
First base? Oh,
And
see, you see, here's the problem. See, they still have Mike Lowe.
You goes to third.
Lowe. See,
Lowe,
if
Lowe,
Lowe,
I think is.
I think if Lowe ends up being in Boston, they're
Right.
going to have two designated hitters.
Yeah, they'll share the duties.
Yep. I
Lowe-
think you'll see David and Ortiz and Lowe share
Lowe
the
share.
Lowe
Sharon
plays
duties.
against lefties, and David plays against righties.
Probably.
Lowe will not play very much.
Then he won't play very much.
He won't play very much at
Guess
all.
what? For $9 million, you don't have to play me much either.
I'll sit there.
That's the way I look at
I'll
it.
sit there and root the team on.
That's right. For $9 million, one more year, I'll sit there and root you on, baby. Say, hey guys, go for it, man. Do it. You know.
Come on now, you know.
I'm a Lowe fan.
You know we can do it.
I don't agree with what they've done to Lowe.
No,
I'm a Lowe fan.
And now they're doing it to Ellsbury.
And no, they're not doing it to Ellsbury.
not
They're
really.
not doing it to Ellsbury.
See,
His
No,
name
Lowe
gets thrown
knows-
out every time they want to make a big
that's
deal.
that's because other teams want him. It has nothing to do with the Red Sox giving him
See,
away.
when the Red Sox tried to go after Texera, Lowell got the message.
Yeah.
Now that when they're trying to go after Gonzalez, Lowell's getting the message. Ellsbury's not getting the message.
But the thing that
because
bothers me about that, Bob,
San Diego wants Ellsbury.
yeah, but the thing that bothers me about that is that how can you dump on a guy twice like that?
I know.
And how the heck I couldn't come back and play. In all honesty, $9 million would not.
It would be tough.
It would be real tough.
Especially after you got the guy to sign a hometown discount.
Exactly.
Now you
Yeah,
turn
to
around
boot.
2 off seasons in a row. You're threatening to
And
Slap him in the face. That's basically what it is. You slapped him in the face. So let's get back to this hockey game.
Yeah, the Bruins against
Okay.
the Flyers.
All right,
The Fenway Classic.
why don't you think they should do it?
I mean, it's a nice novelty. They've done it for 3 years now, 2-3 years in a row. Different
Yeah.
teams doing it.
And every place they've done it, it's been outstanding.
Yeah.
It's been great.
What, playing in the
Why not?
Well,
baseball
outdoors.
field?
Think about
I think
this.
that's
Where
a-
are they playing?
Right.
Where are they playing?
Fenway.
They're the most historic baseball park in the country.
True.
What better setting? I'm not. You know, I'm not a hockey fan.
Right.
But if I could get tickets to go, I'd go.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? I'd go in a heartbeat. Go on a heartbeat.
Then
And you're going to tell me there's a lot of people. John's not a really hockey fan, but I guarantee you, John would go in a heartbeat.
If you sure.
so what do they do with all these 300,000 requests for tickets?
And they give it to the people who came first, and that's it.
There's only 30.
And all your executives and all those clowns that are going to get it before
All
the
the-
people
up on the
who
top.
could see it anytime they want.
Right.
Okay, who could see it anytime they want? The people who should get these tickets, not happening.
Yep.
The average Joe is going to get second choice.
The average Joe gets second choice anyway. In this tough economy, you're filling up these ballparks, no matter what we're talking about, whatever sport we're talking about. It makes you wonder what kind of economy we really have.
Yeah.
But then when you stop to think about it, who's going to these games? The rich, right?
Not
The
necessarily.
average Joes can't go to the games.
Not necessarily.
You think a family of 4, a family of 5 cannot go to Fenway Park and watch? And
No,
Red
no,
Sox-
Well, you
can't.
can't do
No,
that
you
no
can't.
more.
without
as a
spending
fan.
$300-$400.
You got to
You
go
can't-
as a couple of buddies. That's about it.
You cannot do that in Boston in any
No.
in any sport.
No,
in
none.
any sport. How much of a shame is that?
The only
You can't
sport-
do
the
that
only
for
one
the
you can do
Celtics.
that is
You can't do that.
Pawtucket.
Huh? Yeah.
That's the only one
No,
you
we're
can take the
talking.
family.
We're talking
Right.
about
But I
Major
mean,
League.
yeah.
You can't do
You
it for
can't,
the
no.
Red Sox. You can't do it for the Patriots, which is the most expensive ticket in football. And you can't do it for the Celtics.
You can't.
You can't do it for the Red Sox, Celtics, or Patriots.
None.
You
None.
can't. And then, if you can, tell your kids eat all they can before they went to the game.
You got that right.
$9 for a Big Mac.
Yeah.
Come on,
Come on, it's
please.
right.
At Schaefer Stadium, at Schaefer,
$9.
$9. $9.
Don't think the McDonald's in there is like the McDonald's out here.
Oh no.
Oh. Yeah,
When you bite the
You
sandwich,
know how you get a hot dog and you pay $6 or $7 for it? Well, a hamburger is going to be the same thing.
Yep.
So a Big Mac, that's like 2 or 3 burgers in there.
The last time I went to a Celtics game, the burgers were $7.
Yeah, see?
So,
See,
that's what I'm saying.
$7
That's what I'm
for a
saying.
burger.
That
And how
is-
much was a soda or a beer?
Oh God, was it 3? 4?
$3 for
The
for
only
a soda.
I'll tell you, the only good thing about Gillette is what they do for Dartmouth High School. Dartmouth High School runs their concession out of there. They run the concession for the band, and the band gets all the proceeds.
Good. That's nice.
That's been happening for years. That's been
nice.
happening for years. That's the only thing I can say good out of it. Because when was the last time you bought a beer for $3 at Fenway Park?
No, the soda, at least, the soda's 3.
Oh, so
well,
the
maybe
beer's-
even more
beer's like
now.
$5 or $6
Beer,
somewhere.
beer, I think it's $6, $7.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But,
You got another call?
But it was,
We got a call?
Yeah, we have Donald on line 1.
Go ahead, put it through.
Hi, this is
Good evening.
Donald.
Welcome to Sports Roundtable. Hello.
Hi, this is Donald Rogers. I'm the JV coach at Voc Tech High School.
How you doing?
Hi.
Not too bad, not too bad. I heard my name was discussed there a little while ago.
Your name wasn't discussed. It
No?
was just that we as a crowd we weren't happy last night.
Oh, what was that?
As a fan we weren't happy last night.
Oh, I was afraid you weren't happy.
I'm sorry?
What you happy about?
I can't hear you.
what were you not happy about?
The way the game was played.
The way the game, what was wrong with the way the game was played?
The way the ball was brought up the floor.
The way the ball,
How the kids didn't
if you want to think
push the
about
ball.
basketball,
How
when
the
you're
kids
running
didn't
a
push the
2-2-1
ball up the
press,
floor.
that you can't just have your guy go through it. You have to work yourself around it.
Yeah, and down by it's your call. You're the coach. You're down by.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
No, I was watching it, and it's as being the host of your tournament, I feel pretty surprised that you'd be talking like that. We're hosting your tournament this weekend.
Why? Because I voiced my opinion about a game.
No, not at all. I was just surprised. That's all.
There's nothing to be surprised about. I like I would do in New Bedford High, Dartmouth High School, whoever. I voiced my opinion about the game because I thought the game was given away. I thought the game was given away because.
He's talking.
Go ahead.
People don't know the whole story when the game's going on.
Don't know the whole story.
I think
No,
it was
don't know
on
the whole
TV.
story. Don't know why personnel's being put in.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I just want to say, that we appreciate all the fan support we get at Voc Tech High School, and I'm just a little surprised at your comments tonight.
Well, let me
You
put it
have a
this
good
way.
night.
Let me put it this way. Your school, it has my full support. Your coaching staff, I think Rob does a great job. You guys have my support. What I voiced my opinion on was the game last night, which I felt was lost because there was no pressure. You had 2 minutes left in the game. You were down by 2, and there was no press. I couldn't understand. And the parents behind me were burning my ears up. And that's why I said what I said, because there was no press. None whatsoever. I thought you guys had a chance to win that game very easily. Very easily, because you got very capable ball players there. I know, because I've coached quite a few of them that you got. You had very capable ball players there. And my opinion was my opinion. It's my opinion. I'm not knocking the coaching staff. It's my opinion.
What I'd like to say was the way you coach them, their fundamentals are horrible. So
What's
we
that?
have to improve their fundamentals of what they've done.
The ball players that I coached that are in your school's fundamentals are not horrible.
Huh?
Because all they were taught were fundamentals.
Huh?
All they were taught was
Defense.
fundamentals.
I don't think you teach defense.
We're out of time, gentlemen.
Oh, we're out of time?
All right, well, I appreciate talking to you. Bye-bye.
Not a problem. I'll talk to you tomorrow night. I'll talk to you Saturday.
Thank you, guys. Good night.